I don't know. We've been saying it all along, and I know it sounds boring, but we prepare, we play, and then we turn the page, and they don't get caught up in the moment. I do feel that that ALDS, we grew up as a team, going to Game 3. The sky was falling in Boston. It seems like all of a sudden, we weren't good, and they put a great game in Game 3, finished the job in Game 4, and coming to this environment, it's not easy to win here. This is a place that they feed off the crowd. They're very comfortable here offensively, and to show up today and play the way we did, I'm very proud of them.
And these last 2 games with Jackie, the big hits that he's had, have you kind of seen that coming with him in the last couple of weeks?
We saw that coming in the middle of the season. We unplugged him from the lineup, and he worked hard to get his swing. Now he's very comfortable. He understands what he has to do. And like I've been saying all along, you don't see too many hard hit balls into the shift anymore. He's hitting the ball in the air. He's going the other way. And, I think in the second half, he put, his whole game together, defensively, offensively, running the bases. And, it's all him. It's credit to him, because at this level, when you're hitting 180 after 2 months, or I think it was 3 months, it's hard. And he kept showing up. He kept working. He kept working his craft, and now you see the results.
Johnny, deep center field.
Alex, can you first talk about Nate and then talk about Pearce's home run?
Nate was outstanding. Like I said, stuff-wise, he's one of the best left in October. His fastball, his cutter. He didn't throw too many breaking balls. I thought he did tomorrow, but overall, a great outing. He didn't get caught up in the moment either. For him, I know it was a special one. He's from the area, and I bet there's a lot of people that family members in the stands, and for him to be able to slow down the game in the second inning. The game was going very fast to all of us in the first, and all of a sudden in the second inning, he slowed it down, and he did an outstanding job. Who was the other one? Yeah, we always talk about him hitting lefties, but he's been putting good at-bats against righties, too. He's been hanging in there, and the quality of the at-bats, they're good. They're really, really good, and just got a good pitch to hit. He just missed one in the previous at-bat, but that one he barreled, and we needed that one right there because of we didn't make a play, and they tied the game, and the place is going nuts and loud, and he put a good swing on it and got us back in the game.
Ken, on the right.
Alex, people have always talked about Eovaldi's stuff, but this is not a guy with a track record of an ace, a veteran pitcher. Have you been surprised at all, just how many big starts he's produced for you guys?
No, I try to not to talk about the Astros anymore. But I mentioned before his start in New York, it's kind of like the Charlie Morton story, last year, that throughout his career, everybody talked about his stuff, and it just didn't happen, and all of a sudden in October, Charlie did what he did, and it seems like Nate is in that train. Yeah, I don't mind that either.
Front row.
Alex, did Steve getting that home run when he got it, how important of a lift was that, given that they had just tied the game?
Yeah, whenever you hit the ball out of the ballpark is important, but they just scored, and you could feel the place going nuts, and it's getting loud and louder. So it's not that he took the crowd out of the game, but it gave us confidence, and with Nate on the mound and the guys that we had lined up for tonight, we felt comfortable that we were going to finish the job.
Did you have any updates on Sale or Nunez's health situation?
Nunez is actually his ankle. It's not his knee. And I think defensively he's been battling as far as like that first step. He hasn't been able to push off. And right before that bat, I really wanted him to get one more at bat against Dallas. because of that's why he was in the lineup. But at that point, I wanted to go, take him out of the game, get some treatment, and put Rafi in the game. So with Sale, he said this is what he said. He's like, I'm good enough. So he didn't throw a bullpen today. He'll go out there tomorrow, and then we'll go from there.
Second row.
Alex, de venir a jugar aquí ante un público hostil, si puedes hablar lo que ha hecho tu equipo fuera de casa.
No, se mantienen en el momento. Ellos toda la temporada han sido sumamente consistentes, jugando en escenarios grandes, Yankee Stadium y series grandes a través de la temporada. Y lo más aburrido es que somos consistentes. Lo hacemos todos los días. Llegamos, nos preparamos y jugamos. Y yo creo que eso nos ayuda. No nos creemos el momento. Sabemos que estamos en la serie de campeonato, pero seguimos jugando de la misma manera, de la manera correcta, y hoy salimos por la puerta ancha.
Far left.
Alex, how important was Brazier's inning, specifically in a 3-1 count, I think, on Bregman? That's a pretty tight spot.
Yeah, I mean, he made some pitches. He's been great for us. His fastball in the zone plays at this level. I know Alex put a good swing on it on the 3-1 count, but lines it up to center field. Right now, that's a win for us. Even if he barreled it, at least we got him out. I mean, the quality of his at-bats, unreal. But we trust our guys. Coming into October, I know a lot of people, they were questioning our bullpen, but we stayed the course. We knew that Barnesy was going to be healthy, that that Ryan was going to be rested, correct, and obviously the situation with the starters. And even Joe today, he threw the ball well again. Barnesy did too. So we feel good where we at as a team, especially at the end of the ball game.
Scott in the middle.
Alex, how much did the team use Bregman's post as bulletin board material? Really more is just mentioning it either today before the game, during the game, after the game. Did you hear anything?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
And then also on the bullpen, how proud are you overall of their last two games? And do you think they've had a chip on their shoulder at all to kind of prove to the world on the national stage how good they are?
I don't know. You got to ask them. But we really don't get caught up on what people think about us outside the clubhouse. We've been very consistent at staying, within those walls. One thing I told him is in training, do not let the circumstances around you dictate who you guys are. And so far, they're taking care of business.
Pete on the left.
Alex, just to clarify, you think Sale could throw a bullpen tomorrow, then pitch the next day?
He'll throw a bullpen tomorrow, and then we go from there. Yeah.
Okay. And did you think that Kemp made that catch based on the replays you saw?
I haven't seen a replay. I just heard, I heard something, so I haven't seen the replay yet. Yeah.
Okay. And the
I
other
saw the one, in the scoreboard, whatever, and that angle is always good for the home team.
Also wanted to ask you, MLB's acknowledged that they're looking into a matter at Fenway Park of the Astros using a camera near your dugout. Are you aware of any of that?
Somebody mentioned it to me right now, and I think that's a MLB issue. They'll do what they have to do, but I just heard it today.
Did you have any concerns that signs were being stolen or anything like that?
I'm always concerned about that throughout the season. So I mean, we do a good job changing sequences and paying attention to details, and we don't get caught up on the whole paranoia thing of the signs. So we try to slow it down, and if we feel there's something going on, we switch the signs.
Did you think there was anything going on in those first two games?
No, not that I know.
Just a couple more. Buster on the right.
Alex, what do you remember about the reaction in the dugout when Bradley's home run goes out?
I think I threw my hands up. I mean, it was a weird inning, but everybody was in. We hit for Ian with Brock, and he actually told Joe that the ball hit him. Very honest of his part. And then Mitch, he gets hit, and Jackie, like I said, he's been consistent throughout the season. And as soon as he hit it, we knew that ball was gone. And then, as a manager, you start thinking ahead. Like Barnesy was hot already, so he's coming in. But at the same time, let's get Joe ready so Correa doesn't see him, and then let's get Eddie ready to get the lefties or the pinch hitters. So it's a good feeling. It's actually, it's not easy, but easier to manage up 6 than a one-run game. And happy for Jackie. It's been it was a struggle early in the season, but he's been very consistent at the end. And like I said about Mookie, man, when those guys are smiling, good things are happening to the Red Sox.
Time for just two more on the right.
¿Qué significa la victoria, Alex? Y también, ¿qué dimensión toma el haberle caído al que se supone es el cerrador y el stopper que tiene el equipo de los Astros?
No, quizás una noche mala de Osuna y una noche buena para nosotros. Solamente un juego. Lo único que nos garantiza es que hay un juego 6 por lo menos y regresamos a la casa. Así que pasar la página hoy, prepararnos para mañana. Charlie Morton es tremendo lanzador. Nosotros tenemos a Rick pichando mañana y pues, llegar mañana y con el mismo ánimo y hacer las cosas que tenemos que hacer.
Last one for Alex on the left.
Yeah, Alex, after the pass ball put Altuve in scoring position in the 7th, do you consider it all, you got out of it by getting Bregman, but do you consider it all not pitching to him and taking your chances with Gurriel?
No. We still have to pitch the way we have to do. There's going to be certain situations that we're going to walk people, but I'm a big believer that when you walk somebody, it's more traffic. And Yuli Gurriel, he's a good hitter too. And I think he hit like 500 almost with men in scoring position this season. So there's a reason he's sitting behind Alex, and I respect Yuli too. So we made a pitch, we got him out, and we move on.
It felt great. I'm not going to lie. I'm just glad it stayed fair. I mean, it was really close, and timely. So yeah, hopefully we keep the ball rolling.
You've been a new addition to this team. To be able to contribute the way you have and to have that moment, what does it mean to you?
It means everything. Just these guys made it a lot easier for me when I came in here. Being in the AL East for such a long time that I played against these guys for so long that I knew them. I just really had to get a chance just to learn their personality. And these guys have been great to me, from day one, and they make it enjoyable for me to show up to the park every day.
Johnny, all the way in the back.
Steve, could you go over that sequence with Joe Smith?
First pitch, fastball. I saw it really well, and I was hoping I got another one, and I did, and I didn't miss it. The first one that I hit off the wall, or not off the wall, but the one that Kent made a great play off of it. I missed that one, and thankfully I didn't miss the second one.
On the right.
Jackie, in such a close game, how big was it for you to be able to come through there with the Grand Slam?
It's huge. We're playing a really good team in Houston. Runs are at a premium. We never feel like enough runs is going to be enough. So, it was very, very special for us.
His teammates loved it. Say that.
Pete on the left.
Jackie, Alex was in here before saying he thought those 2 wins at Yankee Stadium, you guys kind of maybe grew up a little bit as a team winning those 2 games and kind of contributes to what you did today. Is that how it feels?
Honestly, not even thinking about that series at the moment. Just trying to focus on this series. Obviously, you have growing pains and you go through things in previous series that helps you hopefully make an adjustment to this series. But I'm excited to be here, and I'm glad everything's working out so far.
Well, let me ask you this way then. You guys have won 3 games on the road in the postseason so far. What do you think's allowed you to be able to do that as a team?
I think just focusing on the present. Kind of like not getting too far ahead of ourselves. Turning the page each and every single day, and executing.
Mark in the front.
Jackie, you were 1 for 17 during the regular season with bases loaded. What's allowed you to come through these last 2 at-bats and turn that around?
Just putting good swings on some good pitches. That's pretty much it.
Ken on the right.
For either of you, just what you thought of Nate tonight, and were either of you fired up by Bregman's Instagram post yesterday?
Nate did amazing. He's been kind of like the unsung hero, coming in and just filling up the zone with strikes, with all his pitches, and taking it deep into deep into the game, allowing the bullpen to rest a little bit. He's battled since pitch 1, and it's been a lot of fun playing behind him.
I was going to say the same thing. I mean, it's very enjoyable. You can tell when he's on early, and when he's throwing strikes and he throws 97 plus, every pitch, and it's cutting, and he's just keeping hitters off balance, and it's very enjoyable playing behind. And as far as the post, not worried about it.
Johnny, again, in the back. You okay? We'll do Scott in the middle.
For either of you, how cool was it to see Chris Sale pop up for the introductions, and was he saying anything in the dugout during the game because you hadn't seen him in a couple days?
He's a great teammate. He has a presence about him. When he's in the clubhouse, and he fires everybody up. We just want him to get better and get back out here.
And then for Jackie, Alex talked about how he's felt really good about you since you he said unplugged halfway through the year. What do you remember from that time period when you had some time to work on your swing?
Just continue to, grind. Obviously, you're working on things, but once the game starts, you just got to go out there and compete. You can't, focus on, what your hands are doing, this and that, but just try to go out there, compete, do the best you can, and see what happens.
Did he recommend that to you halfway through the year? How did it play out that way?
It just happens. I felt like I was hitting balls hard right at people at the beginning of the season. Second half of the season, got some balls to fall in. So it's just, I guess, that big of a switch.
Hazel on the right.
Jackie, you watched Osuna hit back-to-back hitters. He was obviously a little off tonight. So as you're looking at a 1-1 count, what are you looking for in that particular situation?
For a pitch up in the zone. Obviously you said he hit 2 batters, and they had been attacking me, in all series long, in, down, kind of out of the strike zone. So I was just trying to see a pitch up in the zone that I could handle, and I got that pitch.
On the right.
Jackie, just all season you've kind of maintained, and even I guess throughout your career, just kind of the same steady, even keel temperament, I guess. Especially early in the year when you were struggling to now, even when you hit that grand slam, there's not too much emotion or anything like that, rounding the bases. What, I guess, lends to that, or what? Why? Yeah.
I've never, I guess, really been over the top. I heard this saying from one of my coaches back in the day. He said, "No one should ever know whether you're winning or losing." Kind of keep the same temperament. That way it'll allow you to put some perspective into things. So I kind of took that to heart, and I'll never get too high and I'll never get too low.
In the middle.
Steve, did you know right away that that home run was out? And then for Jackie, did you called Nate an unsung hero? Would you say maybe Steve too is an unsung hero for you guys?
Well, I knew it was going to leave the yard. I was just hoping it stayed fair. I hit it really well, and I guess that was the question, right? If I knew it was gone, and I just really hoping it stayed fair the whole time.
Absolutely. We got a lot of unsung heroes on this team. Everybody's contributing. Ian coming over as well. These guys have been special additions. They've been great additions. They've helped us out along the season, and we're excited to have them. Gamecock too. So
yeah. Just a couple more in the front.
Jackie, what coach said that to you about never letting them know if you're winning or losing?
Donnie Brittenham.
Where did he coach you?
Prince George High School.
For you, the fact that you had the slump early in the season and came out of it, did that make it for you that you don't worry as much about slumps because you know that they happen and you do come out of them?
Yeah, you're going to go through it. I guess the the thing is, I'm not afraid to fail. I just don't want to fail a lot. I want to fail less. I want to be more consistent than I have been. So, I'm just continuously working as hard as I can to continuously get better and fail less.